Alright. Welcome back to this lovely lady's dungeon crawl.
Woohoo!
Woo! Alright, last we left off, you guys had decided that everybody, that the team was going to go to Father Dumas at the church and talk to him about his niece, Alexia.
And then things kind of went a little weird. Didn't go weird. Kind of went the way you would expect. I entered in a full-blown form of denial, as Father Dumas was all like, "Oh no, she's here. It's all good." And you guys were all like,
Is it really good?"
Yeah.
So the other thing that happened is that when confronted, Alexia broke down like a teenage girl, because she is one, and proceeded to inform her newest confidant, Inari, about how she was running around with a boy on the side. Meanwhile, Yashirim is standing in the background taking studious notes, as if this was a real interrogation, and
ruining everything.
Ruining everything with his questions, making it worse. While Agon sat back and tried to figure out what to do and decided it was best to do nothing.
As usual.
And then Nefera was really enamored with this whole new situation, social situation where she gets to be witnessing, and it's, nice to see somebody else making things awkward and not her. Am I right? Just a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yes. She's going.
Alright, so after you guys had managed to make a girl cry, good job guys on that bonus experience. Not. But, so, after that whole fiasco, as Nefera is leaving the room, she decides that she's just... We saw your cat was standing down there, wasn't he? Or
no,
that was for the other. That was for a god.
She was there to lead Agon and Yashirim to.
Yes. So you decide, I'm going to intentionally get lost and see what random things I can encounter on the way getting lost. You go around a corner, you find some, basically the living quarters of the chapel. You accidentally open the door, revealing a
guy enjoying some solitary
yes.
pleasures.
Exactly. Rubbing one out for the Lord. Just Sarah. Yes, so, and as you realized the situation that you've put yourself in, you close the door, and at that same point, Yashirim and Agon come around the corner, and wonder if they should also inspect, because it obviously has left you extremely shaken, the whole experience, so they thought maybe you saw something that was bad and not awkward. But just before they decided that they were going to open the door and inspect what you'd seen as well, because it was definitely a terrible thing that you witnessed, it was probably something that the girl did. Then we had... then we had... What is it? What's your guy's name? Emmett. And we had Emmett and Inari come around to rescue you three from another embarrassing situation. Am I remembering all this right?
Yep.
Okay. Meanwhile, Emmett knows exactly which room Alexia stays in. He's not going to tell you how he knows that. Am I right? Yeah, that's right. And was able to guide you guys to her room, where you found a set of very old books of recorded history of the church, written by the high priests of the church themselves through the ages. in one of these books, you find that there is a dog-eared page describing and even giving a rudimentary map of how to find the entrance to one of the underground catacombs that's below the church. Your common knowledge told you that there's no catacombs under the church. We would know about that kind of stuff. Well, this book was written several centuries ago and managed to withstand the test of time. And it says that there's a catacombs under the book. And there's little, it's pretty obvious that it looks like there's some, possibly light notes on the side, blah, blah. So she was messing with this page in particular of the book. And I believe that's where, did we get you guys out of there? Yes. And then after that, Emmett decided to get you guys out of the thing before you got into trouble. And that's the recap from last game. So we'll start off with what you guys are doing. It's you are walking back off of the church grounds back into the city. Who would like to take lead and tell me what you would like to do first? Sleep? Because that's cool.
Did we decide that we're going to go try to find these catacombs?
You guys have not had this discussion yet, so this is going to be a time where you guys get to...
God's going to speak up and say, I think we should have a discussion about finding these catacombs.
And Emmett walks away silently. I don't know.
Out of character, just to remind myself, when was the last time sleep was had?
Well, you guys, you had an early shift, so you probably woke up this morning at like 6 or, to do your shift. Oh, he needed his hat. So, it's been a full day for you. It's currently, you guys came here after you had dinner, so it's probably getting, pushing 9 o'clock at night because you guys ate, you had this party, and Ari was really excited about, hosting her new friends at the inn. Then you went over, made a girl cry, then searched through all of her shit. So it's probably between 8 and 9 o'clock at night right now. The sun's down, the stars are up, the moon is shining bright.
Well, we have to explore it at night. Can't do it during the day.
Yeah, obviously the only time to explore catacombs is at night.
Right.
And if I'm in the catacombs that nobody knows exist, Purple can't find me to question me about activities in the woods with a drunk guy and a girl who looks too young. So
She doesn't know about the lich thing yet.
does the page that we found say where the entrance to the catacomb is?
There is a rudimentary map describing where the entrance should be, yes. Does it mean that it'll be easy to find? That's a survival check.
I'll do a survival check. As soon as I get on to roll 20, like it should be.
Yes, get on to roll 20. Here, let me switch the map over so we're looking at the opening. Ooh, boobies! No, we're not going anywhere. Oh. I'm just doing this so you guys can see the nice, pretty map, because I recorded it and all that.
Oh, okay, so our tab is, the player tab is still on here.
Oh,
Click
it
on
is?
that. Where's the player tab at?
Oh, it's there.
Yeah,
Okay.
drag it to where you want it to be.
This. Yeah.
22 for survival.
Okay.
Quick question. Does a 1 on a skill check automatically fail?
No.
If not, I got a 3.
Technically not, but yes.
So right now we see this and they see whatever that is.
Oh, really? That's how that is?
So
Oh, you do
want
that?
me to hear?
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry.
Okay, now they see this.
Now they see that. Okay. Right. So, What'd you get, Jay?
22.
Okay, this map, because you've only been in Corvis definitely less than a month, probably like 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
You really are not familiar with the city as of yet. You kind of think that it's got, because it's got like the big symbol of Moro on it, so you're thinking that this might be near the church area. But man, this is like an old map, and then the city has changed a lot in the last, century or so, and you haven't got to explore the city yet, so you think it's over here-ish, kind of, maybe? Yeah, here-ish.
I'll tell everyone what I think I've found. Like, I'll say, and I'll let them know that I'm a little unsure, but
Okay.
it might be over by the church here.
Oh shit.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 19. My survival is only a 6.
Okay.
So that gives me a 25, which is right up there with his. So I will try to confirm his suspicions and contemplate my extensive knowledge of the area to see if I can kind of...
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually not near the church, but that's okay. We'll still kind of we'll have you say that you think it's near the church because there's a big symbol of Moro. When you take a look at it, because you've been living in this city for quite some time, you're familiar with a lot of the back streets, especially since, you've got a reputation. What the hell are you doing?
Role playing.
Okay.
Continue.
Trying. It's hard.
You need help with that?
You realize that the symbol of Moro is really just like the stamp that they put on their paper, but this is actually a section. So if the Church of Moro is, I believe it's this thing, for example. No, it's probably not that. What is it? It's 18. Oops. Yeah, so that's the Moro Cathedral right here, number 18. Whee, right there. You're actually looking over in, like, somewhere over here.
Near D?
Near D. We'll say near D.
Okay.
It can be near D or it can be near F. Either way. But we'll go with D.
Okay.
Because it's kind of close to the church, but it's actually closer to what is in D, 12 and 13. Yeah, so it's actually somewhere sandwiched between the area of Boduk's Blades and the local SIW Guild Hall, number 18, which I can't remember what that acronym stands for. But anyways, it's near to a local guild hall and Boduk's Blades.
Okay, I will sit there and say, this symbol is for priesthood. They mark it like animal mark 3. It be more down near the guild hall. The guild hall there. And I'm pointing at the, in the general direction of where the guild hall is at, and as well as on, kind of gesturing with the map.
Okay.
But to go there tonight, would this be wise?
I'll slap him on the back and say, "Come on, where's your sense of adventure?"
Who has knowledge local? Anyone?
No.
I do.
Okay, Nari. And John, go ahead and do a knowledge as well. Just do an intelligence check.
got a 27.
And I got a 21.
Okay. John, because you have a little bit more, you have a little bit of knowledge about how things are working on the law enforcement side. You know, wandering the streets of Corvis at night, especially in areas that are very close and compact with alleyways that may or may not have dead ends all over the place in the city, probably not a very good idea considering that there's, you know, thugs, other people that might not take kindly to you wandering through their territory late at night. So, Inari, you have heard horrifying stories of people being kidnapped at night, and then they take you, and then they either hold you for ransom, or they cut you into tiny pieces to fit you in boxes, and they ship those boxes down the river, and then they use those boxes, and they turn you into zombies, and then, after that, you come back, and you are part of their zombie army.
I say it exactly like that, only about 1.5 times faster.
Yes.
While she's saying that, I say, my sense of adventure is trying to keep this. Never mind, I found it.
If we are going to such an area, I believe I wish to be better armed before walking off towards the direction of the university.
Okay.
Ooh, you too! I can bring my jack with us.
I don't believe you have a key to the shop.
Yeah, she does. I have a key to the shop.
Okay, alright.
I have a key to almost every building in this town.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you guys like to plan out? So, here, talk amongst yourselves. So.
Well, if it's not tonight, then I have to make it through another shift on the watch in the morning.
I think we should make it as awkward for each sheriff as possible.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, what?
Alright. So, Nefera right now is walking away saying she needs to go get more weapons. So she's already leaving. Do you guys want to, say where you want to meet back up at? Let's get some discussion going.
Are we doing this tonight, or are we just gonna do it tomorrow, like after we all get out of work?
I don't have a job, so I'm at your schedule.
Same.
Got lessons in the morning. Other than that, clear. Shit, I guess I'm the only responsible adult.
And you're
That's untrue.
Oh, I mean, other than this one, hanging around with 16-year-old.
I would say an early morning strike is better because most thugs and thieves aren't out in the early morning because they're too damn tired.
Yes, or still drunk, or hungover.
So
What's my schedule like tomorrow?
Let's see, how many days have you been working on right now? Probably several, so you might have an off day coming up, I would expect. So
Oh, well,
we can make
should
this
I
your...
roll?
Yeah, ooh, good idea. Roll percentile. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't have a day off. However, tomorrow is when you start your afternoon shifts instead of your morning shifts.
So all we have to do is be done in the mysterious catacombs before my afternoon shift.
Or you could tell them, like, leave a note.
Yeah.
Dear tomorrow night.
I'm hanging out with that 16-year-old.
And
Yeah, you're
by
wrong.
afternoon, I mean 4 or 5 o'clock at night. So it's gonna be it's gonna be your first training job going around at night since you did that one thing where you stopped an entire child trafficking ring. It's when you get to be a superhero. So
really, I'm at my peak at night. So yeah, I guess we should meet up somewhere fairly early in the morning, but not so early that the gangs are still out. So.
okay. So
Breakfast.
just before sunrise, you guys can meet back at, let's see, where's her place at? It's over here. The Quad Iron Inn's over there. Right here. So, if you want, you guys could meet back at her at the Quad Iron Inn and make her treat you to breakfast.
This sounds like a good idea.
I'm giving out my money.
It's not your money, it's your daddy's.
This gives me a chance to do some drinking, some relaxing, and then see you all at the inn before the sun.
Farah turns, gives a slight nod, and just continues walking.
Okay. So let's go ahead and go around and let me know if there's anything you guys would like to do in particular before we move forward to 5:30 in the morning.
I'll go first. Unless needed, I'm just going to go drink, smoke, and hang out with my woman.
Ah, okay. That sounds fair.
Which is a proverbial phrase for meaning get busy.
Yes. Alright. Nefera?
She's going to clean her big sword, and then she's going to get her longbow and arrows.
Okay. Do you sleep? Do you sleep?
Probably slides down for about 4 hours.
Okay.
Gets up.
Do you sleep? Okay. Do you guys have knockers? Knocker-uppers?
I have knocks, so...
This is true, so you'll be fine.
No, I don't. I'll hire.
I mean, well, it'll be early enough in the night when you return back to your ladies that you can arrange for a knocker.
Yeah, I'll pay somebody a few copper pieces.
Yeah.
To come by and knock me up.
Yeah. Jay, Agran, is there anything that he wants to do?
I'm just gonna go home and feed the animals and then go to bed.
Okay. And then, let's see. Oh no! Robin, come back! Alan! Alright,
I think I did that. I think I accidentally pushed the button.
and hung up Robin's call.
Yeah.
You have like some magic touch where you just
I don't know how I did it. There was a button next to her name. And so I'm sorry.
So, Inari or Yushirim, which one of you guys would like to go first?
Oh. I guess I'll get up like as soon as when does the works open? Or the works.
The works opens at sun up.
Okay, so butt crack dawn.
Yeah.
I'll just be over there, like I'll probably get up before dawn and like run over there and pick my deck.
You're gonna go over there by yourself. That's crack of dawn.
No. I get Emmett to come over and escort me over there.
So, okay. So this was not planned for. So, you go back to the hotel and you're like, yeah, and then I could just wake up in the morning and go get my, aw, man, how am I gonna get over there? Aw, oh, damn it. So, Yashirim.
I'm going to head back to my apartment, but I'm going to consciously avoid areas where I may expect to run into Mr. Dickinson.
Okay. It's not that hard, you know, this is a big place. It's not like, you know, some one-lane ghost town western thing where, you know, you have to walk around the facade of buildings and get to the other side. Yeah, so you're fine. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You guys are getting ready, making your individual ways over to the Quad Iron Inn. I'm assuming that Nefera and Agan will be arriving together. let me see. Okay, here. The knocker gets you up, reasonably, so...
I go out and meet him. Offer him a cigarette.
Okay.
Pay him.
Pay him. John, you're able to wake up early enough as well, so we'll go ahead and do it that way. You guys arrive, and Inari is doing like the pee pants dance. You, Inari, realized your mistake last night and tried your best to send over a late night courier to Emmett's house, and then you realized you had no idea where he lives, and the only bar that you know where he comes to is this one. And then you decide to write a letter to the person who's in charge of the works, but you don't know where she lives. And so you decide that you should have a letter sent and taped posted to the door for that person, asking for permission to come by and pick up the jack at your earliest possible convenience. Please and thank you so much. And then hope for the best. So I will leave you two to figure this out.
I'm an early riser, so I'm probably getting to the quad iron, and I'm going to make a roll. It's based off intelligence, and I'm a smart motherfucker, too. 9. That's about average. I realize that, she requires this mental death machine, so I'm assuming that means I thought a little bit ahead of time.
What's your bonus to intelligence?
+4. I'm a smart
okay.
guy. So I've made sure to pack my crowbar. I mean my door key.
Alright,
The key to the city. Great.
My key to the city. The one Yashirim does not need to know that I have.
So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You see...
No. Actually, no. Considering I'm smart enough, it's not exactly 5. It's like 4:45. I got the knocker to come around early enough that I'm getting here earlier than I should be or something.
Okay.
In case I have to make a run for an errand.
Okay. So, I'll say the other 3 of you guys are probably a little more punctual instead of arriving super duper early. So, Inari, you, realizing your mistake, can barely sleep. Oh my gosh. I've made a horrible mistake. How am I ever going to figure this out? I need my jack. I've got to be able to do stuff. What if there's a giant monster down there? Oh yeah, so you're completely wrapping yourself up in a tizzy. You managed to sleep for a few hours before the nightmares kick in of you forgetting where your tools are and then etching the wrong rune on a rune plate, and everything's going wrong. When you wake up, it's maybe about 4 o'clock, so you rushed out and you just go into the kitchens because you kind of know this place by now a little bit, so you go and you find where the cooks stashed their previous days breads and stuff for later and the cheeses, so you go and you make a quick thing, and then you go sit outside. When are they gonna get here? Bouncing. When you see a familiar shadow coming out of the morning fog.
Alright, I walk up. Good morning, little one.
Morning! Oh my god! So I had the terrible realization last night, and I forgot stuff, and then I couldn't go to sleep, and then I had nightmares, and it was terrible, and I couldn't find my tools. I really need to go over to the factory and go find acquire my jack.
I take a drag of my cigarette, the last of it. I throw it off to one side. My door key falls out from my coat sleeve. I brought my key. Are you ready?
Yay!
And I
Then we
smile.
can come back and have a coffee.
This sounds like a good idea. So we go do some. It's not misdemeanor. No, that's not a misdemeanor. Breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering. Let's see what the.
It's okay, I work there.
Yeah, it's sure.
Does a jack count as burglary or major theft?
Technically, it's mine.
It's not yours. Sorry, honey.
All right.
You're borrowing it without permission right now.
Yeah, that one.
That's called.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than beg for the whatever. Yeah.
Permission.
That one.
Well, that means. I mean, I think it's major theft, seeing as how it's team jack. So that means you're saying it's better to receive 40 lashes and a month on the docks.
Nah, this is shoplifting.
No, it's not. This is not
Yeah,
shoplifting.
it's fine.
That's
This is grand theft.
I'm gonna leave a note.
I'm gonna leave a note.
All right.
Okay. So, before anyone else can arrive, you two skitter off over to the works.
This thing's gonna make a lot of noise when it gets up and moves around, right?
It's not called
Is it fast?
Mr. McGrabbenstab for nothing.
Is it fast?
Yes, sort of.
If I had
mean,
to
I can
run, could it keep up?
Sort of.
It's a hell of a lot
Okay,
of noise.
can I ad lib something to my previous I thought ahead?
Yeah, but
All right.
we'll see.
A horse and a mule and cart.
You're gonna have to figure out where to get one of those.
Ah shit. Money.
Yeah? How much money do you got?
I will sweet talk my way with 5 silver pieces to rent someone's horse, mule, and cart.
Do you have any kind of negotiation or whatever? I don't know what we would use for that, but...
Well, diplomacy would be no. Fuck no. No.
No? Do you have intimidate?
No.
You don't have intimidate?
Well, I do. It's at a +3. That's really not much. I do have stealth, pick locks. I'm a goddamn thief. I'll steal it.
Okay, well...
Can I steal a horse and cart?
You can steal...
That's not a big offense,
You can
is it?
steal... Yes, that is. That's also major theft because it's a fucking horse.
I'll return it later.
Okay, hold on. So it's not, when is sunrise? When is dawn? When is this happening? How long from now?
Yeah, like will it be sunrise before they get to the?
Yeah.
The shop opens at 6. So if they want to get in, they usually will start getting there about 4:45. So if you guys want to meet up, or
We were gonna have breakfast, right?
breakfast,
We can have
and
breakfast.
then go over to. Oh Jesus Christ!
Do we go get Jack before breakfast, or do we get breakfast and then go get Jack?
We should probably breakfast and then Jack, because
So
Okay, you're the boss.
because I mean technically you still Inari still wants to stay in the good graces of the people who are letting her learn and do stuff and just taking it and then saying, well, I thought it would be cool, probably isn't gonna work out, especially if you leave a note saying, hey, I borrowed this. And it's not like you can hide it afterwards. And you think it's too cool to abandon in a catacombs once you're done, right? I mean, I would assume you would think that.
yeah, breakfast first, then we'll go get my Jack. Then I'll be fine.
Alright. John, you're the next to arrive. You see two people, shadows in the fog, like, from the lamplight that's on the, in there, and you see what looks like the larger of the two raise the key to the city and stuff it back into his coat pocket. Like, he's like, this? No? Okay. And back into his coat pocket.
I'll clear my voice, like loudly enough that it carries over to them so that I don't surprise them,
I turn and take a drink from my bottle.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning!
Da.
How you doing?
Fantastic.
Boop.
I'm an officer of the law.
Not right now, you're off duty. Go inside and get the food.
So, we'll say it doesn't take you, Agon and Nefera very longer to get there either. So you guys sit around, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:15ish, you guys do some breakfast. The person who owns the place, the cooks are up and they've been making stuff for the last 20 minutes, so you can have some fresh breads that are being made. Whatever else I feel like doing. Bread and beer for breakfast. Breakfast is champions. Carbs and more carbs. Maybe some vegetables. In a paste that you put over the bread. Yeah, man, it's popular.
No.
So John, it's getting closer to, that 5:30, 5:40, and I haven't left yet.
So some of us have things, obligations. We should head out to the catacombs.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sing my work real quick and go to my jack. You like your bread?
I like my job. I like my job. So what part of the map is the quad iron at again? Is it hopefully A or B?
It is number 6.
Oh,
Or
good.
6. Oh yeah, it's right
good.
here. So it's right here, and then the thing is up here, I believe. So it's just across the bridge.
Yeah, thanks.
So it's not far. It's maybe a good 15-minute walk, 15-minute brisk walk.
Yeah, we can get over there right now, and then whenever they open, they can go in, and then get my jack, and then we can go back, and then we can go.
What time do they open? Because I gotta go to my job.
Right now, we have to do your job.
Like 5 o'clock. You've got 12 hours, but still, 11 hours.
We're going to the mysterious catacombs.
It should be fine. You can leave early.
Do you have a lot of mysterious catacombs experience? Can you tell me that for a fact, yes, you will make it to your job, Yashiro?
Yes.
We bet you do.
It's not mine. But if you want to try to take it, I think that's 40 lashes, isn't it, officer?
Let's just go.
Well, anybody else want to chime in on this discussion?
Agon wants no part of this.
Rivera's still got that bag of candy she's working through, and she thinks this is a two-piece problem.
Okay. Well, so Yashirim stands up, chair skitters away slightly, doesn't tip over anything, but it's like, across the floor. Like, well, let's go, very grumpily. He starts walking, stomping kind of, towards the door. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What are the rest of you guys? So you following suit? Stuffing some...
I follow and make little mocking faces at him. Behind his back.
Okay. John, go ahead and roll perception.
20.
20? Okay, so you see this, you don't see it because you know you're gonna, but you feel like so you feel the floorboards like vibrate a little bit off from your footsteps, and so when you turn around, this is what you see. Inari has frozen in place, and she's like, so, and then she realizes that you're looking at her.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to get her back with her mocking later in the day.
That's very childish of you, sir. I'll straighten my clothes and then walk out the door, kind of like that.
Alright. We are going to just do a quick thing at Engine's East. Would any of you guys like to get in trouble at Engine East while she's trying to negotiate this? Because that's gonna be the real thing. If you guys would like to get into some shenanigans while you were waiting on her.
This is at the bar.
This is at Engine's East.
This is at my work.
Yes.
Oh.
Remember, my jacket is called McGrab and Stab. Just throwing that out.
Mr. McGrab and Stab.
Nope, I'm chilling. Got nothing to do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy, Inari. Tell me a little bit about what you're going to be doing to sweet talk this woman into letting you borrow the jack again.
Well, I will probably give her the report of everything that I've helped on, just to reiterate how much I have helped process, and a brief overview of how much, of how much, like, as far as percentage-wise, production has gone up, and, yeah, that.
Yeah. In like the 3 days between the time when you grabbed when you borrowed it last time.
There has to be a significant increase because Inari is smart and she's diligent and helps a lot and has a lot of energy and motivating.
Go ahead and roll your diplomacy.
I got a 6.
This woman has not had her coffee yet. You are coming up being cheerful McCheerson, like the chippiest little chipmunk in her face at 6 o'clock in the morning, and she's not having none of your shenanigans right now.
Perhaps she will agree to get me out of her face. Link, link.
Wouldn't that fall under intimidate?
Yeah, I believe that would fall under intimidate. Go ahead. Happy Sunshine, intimidate the crap out of her.
I got a 16 on that one.
Total?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to mute this for a second while I have a discussion.
We'll be right back.
Oh my god.
So, she failed her diplomacy.
Yeah, she failed her diplomacy.
And is the woman friendly, indifferent, hostile?
She's not hostile. She's relatively friendly. I
Friendly?
mean, she's the kid's pretty fucking smart.
It's only 15 for her to motivate in the right direction. So 6 missing is 10 way, and that could be looked upon as shifting her personal from friendly to
Annoyed. Annoyed, yeah.
And then to be intimidated, I do believe a 15 is the minimum to be intimidated if the person is friendly towards you. But if they're hostile or indifferent, it's a 20. So, did it work? sort of is she's friendly, but she's annoyed. So maybe that was a bonus to her. So she might, you know, you see where I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a possibility of a yes, but at the same time with some sort of added on consequences of, you know, you owe me. Get the fuck out of here. Some shit like that. I don't know how you want to
Okay,
take that.
well, how would we owe? Because I mean, you know, if she doesn't have the thing, then you know she's gonna be doing minimal damage. I think that what I'm gonna do is make her jackhandling rolls harder.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
You could make the lady really aggravated. Like, you know what? You just take it. I'm tired of you. Blah, blah, blah. I don't see what you know. You could take it a lot of different ways, but giving her a penalty on her jackhandling sounds like a good option.
Okay.
Especially since she's trying to use intimidate. Because you know that once a certain period of time passes after being intimidated, their relation to somebody shifts down. So if they were friendly, it goes to the next step down, which is indifferent.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I don't care what good shit you... I don't have time for you. You're damaging the relationship.
Okay. Now, before we proceed, I'm going to give you one opportunity to take back that intimidate. If you don't want to, that's totally cool. You're muted, just so you know.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I would like to take back the intimidate.
The reason why I'm saying this, because I'm not sure as a player if you are aware of what that would do as far as damaging that character's relationship with the people that she would like to be on good terms with.
Yeah, definitely no intimidate.
Okay.
But yeah, no intimidating.
Alright.
Has Yashira been anywhere near enough to hear the exchange?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not, unless you wanted to wait outside. You could escort her all the way up there because you're pretty sure you saw that crowbar and you wanted to make sure that nothing happens on your watch, even though it's not your watch yet.
Ooh, did I pass something that looked like it had coffee in it? All the way up? Or like a break room that smelled of coffee?
Oh yeah,
from?
yeah. You can find that easy pants.
And I think
Okay,
the
so...
sticking close too.
Okay.
So she's gonna offer a sticky bun.
Oh, she's gonna offer a sticky bun. Okay.
Oh shit!
Never mind then.
Excellent.
I was gonna go get Miss
Well, I
Well,
was thinking
that-
we could both, you could get the coffee.
Yeah, coffee and a sticky bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming together as a team.
Yeah, I'll wander off and get a cup of coffee. I'll even bring like the sugar dish and the creamer because I don't know how she likes it.
Oh, okay. I will allow you to make another diplomacy roll as she is receiving a sticky bun and a coffee, and with a bonus to be determined by my brain as I decide.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Jay, do you want to get in any trouble while they're off?
Do you? All right.
Nope.
There's a 95% chance of trouble right now. I think you guys hit it though, so.
I think I'm just going to stay outside with Jay, drink, and smoke.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna ask him for a drink and a cigarette.
Okay.
I've never had a cigarette before.
Oh, excellent. Go ahead and.
13.
All right. Because she is friendly to you, you only needed a 10.
Yay. Invest in diplomacy.
So, she gets her coffee. She thanks you. She says, "Why do you need this, Jack? Why do you need to borrow it again?"
Practice?
Practice.
There are a few things that I really just want to fine tune on the moving mechanism and to make sure make a few adjustments on his wonky leg.
She laughs. She's like, just have it back before sundown tonight when the shop closes.
I can do that.
Good.
Thank you.
Strange people she's bringing around.
You gotta have your friends, but I like them. Looking around the place, hands studiously behind her back.
Yeah.
Because this is this is application of magic she's never seen before. Or only briefly when she came by with the necromancy papers.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
Agon, you thought when he does it, he makes it look so easy. Smooth, just like you breathe it in, you hold it, and then you just let it out. But when you try, go ahead and let's see, what's the best thing? Would it be a con check? Fortitude? Alright, go ahead and do a fortitude for me.
Fortitude, I get a 2.
Alright.
So 18.
Alright, so you breathe in, and when I say you breathe in, you put that thing and you just, I don't know if you ever remember like the first time you try to do a cigarette and you just like, and then you realize you really sucked way too much, way too fast. What do I do with it now? But you manage, instead of swallowing, you manage to just like get it all out as fast as you inhaled it in. So there's a little bit of coughing, but you seem to have handled the first drag experience pretty well. But when you see it, you're just like, you gotta keep yourself from getting a little chuckle.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "This is good." And in between cough, choking.
Yeah. Puts hair on your chest.
You guys are hanging outside, practicing your cigarette smoking, Agon, trying to master it like this cool cowboy apparently has. When you hear the weird thumping pattern approaching your area, the door to the shop swings wide, and Mr. McRabbenstab follows out Inari, who is then followed by Yashiram, with Nefera tailing behind, staring up at this strange McRabbenstab Jack, while she's got another piece of butterscotch she's popping into her mouth.
Like a damn addict.
But look at
What she's thinking is, it looks different in as daylight approaches. Essentially, so she's seen it before, but only at night.
Mm-hmm. So it is about 6:10-ish, 6:15 in the morning. People are starting to wonder why you're taking the Jack out, Inari, but everybody sees, like, the strange Nefera and the City Watch guy, so everything's fine. Sure, it's definitely fine. And you guys will proceed to head over, following the map. Who has the map? You have the map?
No, I'm pointing at John's character. No, wait, it was Jay's character who has the map.
I'll have that.
Okay. You guys make your way to the D quarter. What is D again? Ooh, the Armorer's Burg. Everybody's the town is starting to be active. People are getting up and getting ready for their days or have already started their day. So it's a little bit crowded on the streets, the main roads. You manage to navigate through into the Armorer's Burg relatively easily. I will need to have survival checks from the people who are studying the map to see if you can find the right way to go.
You mean which one?
Survival. For urban survival.
Uh, 17.
Okay. So you, Agan has the map and he's looking through. You got a what? Okay. He's looking at it and you think that you know where you are, kind of, but there's like a, you know, the way that the map reads, there's like, you know, this row of houses and you're kind of confused, so you feel like you've gotten a dead end. When Emmett looks over your shoulder and he's like, "Ah, no, where really, you guys, if you move one more row of houses over, there should be an alleyway that passes behind these houses and then back around again. So, to be kind of in the area where this X marks the spot. He's pretty sure, so.
Da.
How would you want to tell him?
As he's staring at the alleyway, I'd be like, da, wrong turn, one more down.
Okay. So, you guys, well, go ahead and make a handling roll, Sarah. Because you are taking McGrab and Stab off of main streets where people are, you know, avoiding your jack to narrower passageways.
$25.
25. Okay. What's your bonus to your jack handling?
7.
7? Okay. So you guys managed to make it around the bend, where you follow, even as the sun is still, you know, coming over the tops of the houses here. It's relatively dark in this particular alleyway. You follow down a narrow alley into the darkness. Maybe not blackness, but, you know, it's still dark in this particular spot. After 2 bends, the total distance of about 10 feet, you come to a dead end. No doors, windows, or ladders are to be seen anywhere in the alley. The slick stone walls reach up seemingly forever. So these, like, super tall walls. Yeah.
I'm beginning looking around slowly. Da, this is it. We are here.
Okay.
We are here.
I'm gonna start searching the walls for like secret.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception.
As will I.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch our tail. Just make sure no one
Okay.
is sneaking up on us.
Excellent. Okay. All right, John. What did you get?
Yeah, I got a 10.
You got a 10. Was anybody else doing perception stuff, or what are you doing?
Max.
Yes. So you guys want to. Okay. So, John, you are looking at these walls, and they are like weird, slimy. Oh, like something came off on your fingers, and you're not sure if it's like some sort of refuse or some algae stuff. It's like slimy moss. It's gross. Let's see. So we have. So while you are looking at the walls, though, you are looking at the ground. And among the cobblestones, you see something that doesn't look quite right as far as like how the cobblestone should be laying. Upon closer inspection, this looks to be like where somebody could grab, like put their fingers underneath it to try to lift it like a trapdoor.
I'm going to produce my crowbar.
Okay.
Magically from my coat.
Jay, what are you doing?
Typing.
Can you mute yourself while you type, man?
Alright.
Alright.
It's like the soundless piano, you're just banging away. I will, I'll tap on the ground outside of this area, then tap on the ground in this area to see if it sounds
Yes.
hollow or different.
It does.
And I'll sit there and say, "Da, I found the door."
Okay. Alright. What would you like to do next? You have found a hidden door.
Most doors have a doorknob, so now I'm going to look for a doorknob.
Okay, that place where I'm described, where it looks like you could stick your fingers under, that's the closest thing you can think of.
I would like to do a perception check and look for any sort of traps.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Alright.
I'm just going to wipe my hands off on my coat.
Okay.
21 for looking for traps.
21 for looking for traps. You do not see any traps.
Okay. I will use the crowbar to try pulling the door open.
Okay, and what does the crowbar do?
If I'm using the pry or break things, it gives me a +2 in my strength test.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just, I'm standing up, reaching down, hooking into the area and pulling it up.
Okay.
Trying not to get my hand close to it.
When you try to use it just to like lift up, it does not open.
I will flip it around and try to use it to pry the door up.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
With the +2 from the crowbar, that is a 19.
Okay, well you just made it. So as you pry it open, it's really hard to pry, and this isn't like the stones are really heavy. Something was keeping this door from opening.
Oh, I broke it.
When you get it open, you don't see where there were any like bracing materials to keep the door closed.
Crazy, like it was magic.
Yeah, like it was magic.
If only somebody had cast detect magic.
I know. That's okay.
Magic peepers. Just a reminder, you can say you want to do stuff.
Alright, well, I have physically pried the door open
You
because...
have physically broken the hold portal.
I did?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let me break that shit down. I'm badass.
Well, it didn't seem like...
Oh, so it is a hold portal?
Yeah, it is a hold portal.
Does it have a DC of
18.
18? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hold portal.
Mm-hmm. So,
It's supposed to keep weaklings out.
yeah.
Not
People with crowbars.
crowbars and a decent strength stat.
Yeah, and you guys got lucky that you did not draw any attention of thugs nearby. So, good job.
Darn.
I know. It's okay.
Extra experience points.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so
TV.
Yeah.
Yep. Right here.
Ah, okay. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna switch to this. Let me know if you guys can see your... I don't know how you reposition people.
Point into the area.
Mm-hmm.
Hold control.
Mm-hmm.
Click the button.
Okay.
Did that move people?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's Alt. Try Alt and then click in the area.
I can do it fine.
Everybody's here?
Yeah.
John, Sarah, can you guys see yourselves?
Yeah, they're moving them.
Okay. Alright. The trapdoor opens to reveal a cramped tunnel no more than 6 feet tall. Slippery, rusted iron rungs embedded in the wall lead down to what looks like putrid ankle-deep water. The water flows quickly to the north, which I need to actually go ahead and clear this out so you guys can see what we're talking about. Let's see. The eyeball polygon reveal. Alright. So this right here, can you guys move past it? I don't know if you can move past it. Oh. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Can you guys go into the past here? Here. There we go. Just so you guys are in here. Together forever. So, these are the walls. These black lines are the walls right here. So, this is a very cramped little hallway. The water flows to the north. As you see, that arrow is pointing towards the north. So the water is flowing towards the north. From where you hear a dull roar. A heavy iron grate prevents travel upstream. So you guys can't go this way. You have to go this way.
Okay.
More water flows from another grate set in the wall about 10 feet downstream. So, who would like to take the corner first?
I am.
You are? Okay, okay.
With my firearm drawn, ready.
I shall draw my gun as well.
Okay. These guys, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. All right.
Next.
So, let's see. Where is that? That's still number. All right.
And I'm stealthily peeking around the corner until I see there's no danger.
Okay.
As well as I am.
Okay. Well, you should move forward. Oh, damn it. So you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to move forward?
No, I'm good there.
All right.
And I've got a 24 on my stealth.
Okay.
Nobody can hear me.
I have a 15.
I have a 13.
Okay. Anybody else?
I do.
Me and grab and stab will stealth as quietly as possible.
Yeah, try and roll for that.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Big grab and stab got an 18.
Yeah? Is that what he rolled?
No, he rolled a 16 and his dex is +2.
Okay. And what did you roll, Sarah?
I got a 16.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys see that this cramped tunnel seems to open up into some sort of waterway, perhaps? You will have to move closer in order to gain your bearings.
What is our light source?
What is your light source? That's a good question.
I don't have any light.
Right now, the light source is the,
I have a torch.
Fine, you have a torch.
Big grab and stab his eyes.
And I've got light vision also.
Oh, and I have a torch as well.
Okay.
So I will light my torch off her torch.
Okay, so we have 2 torches running. That's what, 40 feet?
Yeah, it's gonna be 40 feet worth of light and 20 feet worth of dim light.
Okay. And these are 10-foot squares, I believe. I don't remember. I think so, yeah.
And John said something too.
Oh. I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, they're 10-foot squares. John, did you say something?
Well, I said I have low light vision, but that's it.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I can see it through the 20 feet of dim light also.
Yeah, so high.
Okay. Still waiting on you guys to move forward.
Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and move forward.
Now I'll move forward.
Okay. Move you here. We're going to get rid of these things. Get rid of them. And again.
Is that water moving as fast as the picture looks like it is?
Yes. That's why I picked it.
It looks like jets of water shooting out from the...
It's fast moving water. Fast moving poop water. And John, you can see this stuff and this thing too, because that should be there. Okay. John, you come up to the edge. You see that there is a very narrow, kind of rickety plank that's stretched across very fast-moving water. Let me read you this description. The cramped tunnel meets another, much larger tunnel at this intersection. A giant metal grate to the west, that's up here, to the west, admits a torrent of water which runs rapidly down the middle of the tunnel. Raised stone walkways are present on each side of the rapidly flowing water, and a wet, warped plank bridges the gap. So it's a single plank, probably about 8 inches wide, maybe 12 if you're lucky. Let's see if you're lucky. 37% lucky, so not really. To the east, which is way down here, to the east, the passageway slopes downward. The roaring sound is louder here, and by here, it's like right here. You kind of see, you don't see the whirlpool, John. What you see is the water just kind of disappears downwards.
Okay. All right. On the other side of the fast-moving water, can I see anything other than just the other side of the walkway?
No, what you would see, here, let me just go ahead and do a slightly more. So basically what you're seeing is there's a narrow ledge that once you cross this plank over, it's a very narrow ledge that is going to lead you hopefully around whatever this whirlpooly thing is and continue downwards beyond it. But it's a it's a little path, a narrow path.
Anyone have any rope?
I do actually. So I'm gonna turn to the group. Let me cross this bridge and see if there's anything I can tie this rope off to the other side.
Well, why don't we just tie ourselves all together? That way, if someone falls, the rest of them can pull them back up.
Because it sounds more like if one of us falls, we're all gonna die.
No. We're all stronger. 4 of us are stronger than 1 person.
Ooh, yeah, we can tie one in to McGrabbenstab, because he's not going anywhere.
Real
I
quick,
have
how
acrobatics. Is that what's
weighty
required to get
is
across?
McGrabbenstab?
McGrabbenstab's fucking heavy.
Oh, fantastic. Good. I thought he was not that heavy.
Well,
So-
he's made of iron, so
Fantastic! Let's all lash ourselves to make rabbits now. It'll be the anchor that keeps us in place.
I mean,
How is he going to get across this piece of wood?
Well, after we get across, he can try and get across.
How
he can
deep
wade
is this?
through.
Yeah, I would assume he could probably wade through, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and if he gets lost, he's just spare parts.
We don't really need him. What's can I assess what's my acrobatics needed to get across this board?
sure.
What would you?
I don't know, intelligence.
You know how deep it is?
I rolled a fucking 20. I have a +4 in my intelligence. I'm checking the bar out.
Okay, it is warped, but as long as more than one person doesn't try to cross it at a time, you should be okay.
So like no acrobatics check, just to walk it. So they just wanted to walk now without question.
Let's see.
I live a dangerous life. For me, this is like, whatever. No one's shooting at me. It should be easy.
Let me just double check. You know, 'cause
With that said, goblin archers appear at
Yeah.
Alright, I just, because there's a couple different parts that's... Yeah, so, yeah. So, no, you would not need to do a special feat of acrobatics to cross. It's a, the plank looks stable enough that you can walk across it easily.
Okay. Alright, well, I got my crowbar out just in case I need to, like, reach out and grab stuff. So I'll walk across the plank.
Before he walks across, Nefera goes, should we not shut the door? I'm pointing back.
This is a good idea. I shall go shut the door and catch up.
I'll run back, shut the door, and I'll run back.
Excellent. Let's see, 3d6 worth of thugs follow you down into the abandoned. No, just.
Now someone is shooting at me. No, it's challenge.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do? Tie each other with ropes?
No, I can swim just fine without being tied up.
Okay.
I have swim skill. I was in the middle of the ocean. I can swim in armor, so I mean,
no,
for me, this is
you're
I'm
okay.
fine. I'm gonna cross. Gonna look for a place to turn the water off or something. I don't know.
Okay. Who here has a dex of less than 12?
I'm exactly at 12.
Okay. Anyone?
Sarah and I are good.
I'm fine.
Okay. Then I will not make you guys roll to balance across the bridge, the rickety bridge. However, how do you plan on getting your jack across?
I was just gonna have to, like, tell him to walk across it. Well, okay. So I'm gonna try to get, like, a stick or maybe some debris to see how deep it is and assess the situation and then have him walk across.
Okay.
I mean, if he's heavy, if he's super heavy, he should be able to make it pass through the water.
Go ahead and roll a dex check, please.
Or him or me.
For you, right now. For sticking the stick into the water.
Never been.
Okay. Go ahead and make one more dex roll, and I'll tell you what happens. Make it a reflex, actually.
Okay, so I just got a natural 20, so my reflex is 24.
Okay. Well, when you took like what you it looks like it's maybe about a 2-foot long stick that you picked up, just like a piece of like maybe a chunk of driftwood or some poop stick or something. You don't know. And you go and you're just gonna like, I'm just gonna stick it in the water and see. And I guess however your hand or your wrist moved, or how you were holding this stick in the water, it is almost completely, it's ripped out of your hand. So this water is moving super fast because it, like, you stick it in and it's like, poof, and then, so you don't know how deep it is, but you know, oh my gosh, that water's moving really fast. It almost took my hand off. It almost made me fall into the water. Good thing that this iron leg was here. Thanks, McGrab and Stab.
Might be too dangerous to bring the thing with us. Probably should have left it behind.
Can Jax run and jump?
Can your Jack run and jump?
No, hers can
I
only
would
hop and skip.
assume yes.
No, honey. I mean, he can try. And that's a 20-foot gap. That water is 20 feet across.
You need a movement speed of at least 30, and then you have to make an acrobatics check of
I think. Yeah, it
a
is.
20 to make that.
So, yeah. Acrobatics of a 20. You think you can do that?
What's
Do
its-
it. Do
what-
it.
It's got to be.
Do it.
It's got.
Do
If
it.
its movement speed isn't 30, it can't even run 30. Then it can't even. It'll automatically suffer some negatives. Game mechanics speaking here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a +2 dex.
Come on, Sarah. Mr. McGrabbishab can run, he can jump, he can land on the other side of the narrow ledge,
He can
make
have
it
children.
crumble all over the place, and drag everybody into the water. It'll be great. Go ahead.
He can have children, get a job,
Yeah, he could.
start a new life.
You could. Come on, Sarah. It'll be fine.
Or you could just have it go hold the door shut.
Why don't you just get it to walk across the board? What's
Yeah.
the worst that's going to happen? It falls in the water?
I mean, it is heavier, so...
It's not going to float down in the drain. It's going to sink to the bottom. The worst part is we have to dredge it back out of the hole.
So maybe you should tie a rope to it?
Does the ceiling have rafters in it?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
It does not have rafters. It's all stonework. Now, what there is...
If there's like grates, we could do like a lever system on
Yeah.
something.
What you do see, especially when you walk to the other side of the thing, is that there is iron, like rusted iron fittings on the walls that can be used to make like a rope bridge. Like basically it would be an extra piece where you would feed the rope back and forth so that something would be walking across the plank and using the rope as balancing to try to help it.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's see how heavy this thing is. Sarah, you need to perform a jack handling roll to instruct your jack on how to cross this.
$18.
Oh, darn.
She's rolling too good.
Okay, McGrab and Stab can only use his grabby hand. He can't use his stabby hand. So
Alright, now use your hands to grab it. Chink, slice.
we'll say that he is able to make it across. However, as he was in the center of the plank, there was an audible snap. So he makes it across the wooden plank, but you're not sure if this plank is going to be usable to get back on.
That's okay, I can cast mend on it. Whenever it's not looking.
That magic is bad.
You don't see this. This is not the magic you're looking for.
I'm sitting here watching you right now.
Oh, you're fine. What is that over there? Oh god, something's coming towards us. There's a
That's
wine
terrible.
bottle.
We're all going to die. Don't cast magic. It's bad.
There's a wine bottle over there.
Oh shit, where?
Cast magic.
I did not get a piece for McGrab and Stab.
Can I help you with that real
Yeah.
quick?
I need a piece for McGrab and Stab. Alright, as you guys are trying to figure out how to get the jack across, is anybody else who's already traveled over would like to look around, or are we all staying as a group?
I would like to see where the next part of the passageway leads us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like does it go? I guess it does go east on the map.
Yes.
Okay.
This one?
Sure, that works. Or...
And this is just my robot file.
Go back up. No, that was too far.
Hang on 1 second. This'll help you.
Go down. Go down.
I'm trying to.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There was something that I saw. Oh,
This thing?
yeah. It looks like it's just doing little knee highs.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
Alright, let me see if I can see anything.
Oh.
What about this one? This is the one I was looking
yeah,
for.
that one.
Alright, so
It's a
now
little
we click
pot belly.
over here. Because I have some steam-powered looking ones, but this one's kind of useful. Let's see how this works out. Incoming giant-ass robot.
And then make it an image picture, whatever that is. Okay.
No, actually, we don't want to just yet. We want to give click.
Oh yeah. Sarah M. Yep. And
Now we do.
okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and Jonas, you're getting closer to the whirlpool. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick thing with the whirlpool. All right. You guys have successfully crossed the rickety plank. Even the jack, Mr. McGrabbitsab, has been successful. As you guys carefully walk across this narrow pathway, you know that it's slippery a little bit on these rocks because it's wet, and it's, there's some moss stuff going on. But so far you guys are all managing to be successful at walking across it. You get to this giant whirlpool. The torrent flowing down the middle of the wide tunnel plunges 10 feet down into a large whirlpool. Another such torrent enters from the east side of the room. So imagine like there's two things and they're like both angling down over a long distance and picking up speed as they go to this whirlpool where they go. So there's lots of noise right now. Let's see. A narrow walkway permits movement around the edge of the pool, but it has collapsed on the south side of the chamber. 10 feet below the ledge, a metal grate on the south wall admits more water into the whirlpool. A grate on the north wall seems to be the drain. The room is quite loud from rushing water, so there's lots of drains all over the place. this is where the waters and drains and all sorts of crap. So basically you're seeing a really, this is like a sewer system, or water movement system to keep water flowing under the city. Especially since the city has been consistently sinking into the ground for centuries. This is kind of important to have fresh water flowing so it doesn't well up and flood the lower parts of the city. So, you have to walk across this dangerous ledge. And get over there, and then there's more ledge. And then... oh, right.
Is there anything on the walls, like markings or symbols or anything?
Okay, in this section there is not. What you would see if you want to do a perception check, I could tell you some other stuff, but there's nothing obvious.
I got a 7. I think I'm focused on not slipping into
You were
the door.
totally focused on not slipping down
You
into
just fell
the
into the
scary
water.
whirlpool. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Somebody's in the water.
No, she's fine. This is
Alright.
make-believe.
Is there... I'm just gonna mark on the wall with my knife. Kind of put an X on there to let me know. It's just in case, crazy stuff happens. We come into another room with a whirlpool. And I go, oh, there's no X over there. We haven't been here yet.
Just in case this gets super mazy or something?
Yeah, I'm just carving a letter X into the wall.
Okay.
If Yashiram stares at me, I'm just like, duh. This is not damaging public property. This is just, nothing.
I didn't see anything.
Very smart man.
Alright, so you can continue beyond the whirlpool. Like I said, everybody's got a dex of at least 12. Is that correct? Okay, so I'm not going to make you guys roll to keep your balance. I think you guys have got it. Sarah, what's McGrabbenstab's dex?
14.
Okay, yeah, so he's fine. Oh, let's see, where are we going? Okay, so you guys continue to walk around the whirlpool and follow the pathway to the south. No, to the east, sorry. South is east here on this map.
Mm-hmm.
As you do so, Yashiram, you are technically, you're like here now, like on this side, because this is the wall. Just so everybody knows for their imagination purposes.
Oh, got it.
As you walk up there, you see that is beyond the whirlpool. This is another wide tunnel with 2 stone walkways above a swiftly flowing stream of water, exactly like the tunnel with the improvised bridge. The tunnel slopes up to the east and water rushes past you to plunge into the whirlpool. So this is the water that you're seeing right now, right on to your set. It's going past you towards the whirlpool. There's supposed to be a bridge, but I didn't put one in there. If you guys really want to be adventurous, you can go over there and see like the nothing that's on that side of the water.
That's cool.
No, I'm just curious what this brown thing is that we're coming up to.
Oh, yes. It's a brown thing.
We're in a sewer. What do you think?
It's a poop string.
The really fog.
Okay, so there's let's see. So you come up to, this is actually a, delete. This is actually a staircase. I put this here for my own thing, not for you. It's not for you, John. You guys come up to a set of stairs that lead further down. Let me see if there's a description.
Are we still going off our previous stealths, or do we have to re-roll them?
Oh no, you're gonna have to re-roll. You guys had to figure out stuff. Like how to get across and all that shenanigans.
22. Until the jack steps on my foot.
What'd you get?
24.
Okay.
Until the jack steps on my foot.
Okay.
I got an 11.
I was just looking at the placement of the jack icon.
Nice. What did you get, Jay?
What am I roll?
So,
You're not rolling
Well,
anything,
I
man.
had an 18.
Ah, well, you don't have that anymore.
Okay. Do I need to re-roll?
Only if you don't want to. I mean, only if you feel like it. It's not a big deal. You guys are just going down a set of stairs. It's cool, man.
9.
Excellent. And Sarah?
My Jack got 12. I got 22.
All right. Your Jack is going down stone steps, by the way. It does not have pads on its feet. Just to let you
Dad, I think you should invent some form of rubber covering. Goat onto feet.
Are you talking
Maybe call them
like that?
sneakers.
Yeah.
So it helps sneak it.
All right, so you guys you pile in a little bit, so nobody's afraid of falling into the rushing torrent of water below. You see a flight of stairs going down. These stairs, for some reason, I feel like they're supposed to look different than what you guys are seeing. Like, I feel like they're supposed to have been like an old wall that was basically like the stonework in this area has been somewhat dismantled. The stone work that you guys are seeing right as you come in has changed from the work that was done for an obvious sewer construction, which you guys just went by, into an area that has been made from different stone. Jay, your character would definitely see the change, like 9-day kind of change. You know, the tool markings are different and everything, so. What would you like to do now? I want
Mark
to
on
go
the
further
wall.
down into the dungeon and get caught by the bad guys.
Yeah, I'll lead the way down the stairs as quietly as I possibly can with a
Okay.
11.
Okay.
I'm going to mark on the wall.
Just give me one moment. Okay. Alright. You guys walk down the stairs very stealthily. McGrabbenstab is moving so carefully as he goes. Because it's downstairs and he doesn't have very good knees, and so he was going to use his short leg first. That was a big mistake. So now, instead of doing it like a normal person, he puts his long leg down first, and then the short leg, long leg, short leg, long leg, short leg, down the steps.
I really gotta work on that leg.
You guys, let's see. So, are you guys going into the chamber?
I will go up to the entrance of the chamber and peek in.
How far are you going in?
Entrance to the chamber and peek in.
Is my magic sense tingling at all?
Yeah, or either of her.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I don't think that you feel any particular magics at this moment in time. I think. Let's see, what do we need to do? I gotta ask a question real quick. 1 second. There is a trap that's going to go off. That's a magical trap.
That's what detect magic will allow her to see. That there's a magical trap there. That something magical is
And
there.
if it's hidden?
Then she gets a perception check because it's able to be seen now. It should have like a number that says what it's.
Because I'm trying to decide if I want it to be the trap or if I think Alexia's just gonna cast it instead. Yeah, because that's gonna be more epic for your character. Okay, decision made. Okay, you do not see any magicalness that I'm aware of right now. If that changes, I'll let you know. Alright, you see this chamber has been recently inhabited. There are cushions on the ground and simple fabric drapes the plain stone walls. In the northeast corner, a crate makes an improvised desk. In the southeast corner, some sort of magical circle is inscribed on the floor. Look, you like it? It's a little pentagram. I made it myself. I did that for you.
It's very cute.
Oh, thanks.
Das is magic. It's bad.
Okay, so people are going into the room. What else are you guys doing?
Saying Das is magic. This is bad.
You saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm pointing at the circle
Okay.
so that everybody can hear
That
me.
squiggly line at the east
That's a
end of the
curtain.
room.
That's a
Is
curtain.
that the curtains?
Yes.
Can I look behind the curtains?
Do you
not look behind the curtain?
Okay.
Should you knock first?
Jay, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around.
In the stairwell or the room?
I'm in the room.
Okay. I'm gonna move you in here.
I'm moving it.
Okay, move yourself in there, buddy. Alright, John. Before you get a chance to move the curtains, plot device happens. Woo! This is gonna be fun. Promise, guys. Don't freak out.
Will there be a puppet show? I want it to be a puppet show.
You see, this is a surprise round. So, since he spoke words and McGrabbenstab made that one thump on the staircase, the Alexia was prepared enough to go ahead and make you guys do, let's see. 1 second. You're gonna have to do a save sometime, but I don't remember what save it is. Why is it so hard? Where's the thing that does it? Right
The
here?
other yep, that D20, the one that says roll.
Okay. This hold person. But it's mass hold person.
Fuck. Just put in the word mass after hold person. Oh, okay, yeah, just click on hold person.
Yeah, she's like a temple crafter or something.
We're fucked. She's being nice.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna flood the fucking room or something. Holy crud.
Sorry, we're waiting on the...
1 second. Roll 20 is currently migrating some of their information.
You've
Oh,
not
there it comes.
rolled any,
Yeah, this is, or sorry, the D20.
Okay, go ahead and make a will save.
Will save, yeah.
17.
I got a 16.
And I got a 6.
14.
Okay.
17, 14, 16, 6, and 3. But I rolled a 1, so I failed.
Well,
McGrab and stab.
McGrab and stab, does he have a fort save?
Well, is this an enchantment? He might be immune to mind fact enchantments.
I mean,
No, it's not.
Well, it actually doesn't matter because
No, it
if she
doesn't
gets
matter.
held, she
Yeah,
can't give it a command.
Exactly.
so I don't need to roll for him?
No, it's irrelevant.
It's a construct, so it's actually immune, but at the same time, you can't give it a
Yeah,
command.
you can't give it a command, so...
'Cause you-
Alright, as you, John, are going to move the curtain back to see what's behind it, the curtain flies back on its own, and this lady, which is right here, stands before you. Max Emmett shits himself as he sees Alexia casting magic. You
Alexia, no!
You try to move to your gun to unholster it, and you cannot move. All of you currently are under the effects of Alexia's you can't move right now spell. So, whole person, sorry, I was like, what is the name of it?
Fucking you can't move
You
spell
can't
sounds much
move
better.
You are all currently under the Alexia's you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. She sits, as she does it, she stops. She stands back. She realizes that it's worked. And then she puts her hand down and tries to adjust herself. Nervously, it seems like, to you guys. Like, she wasn't actually expecting it to work, but she was hoping that it would work. And it did. This one, with this whole person, it looks like they allow you to do something. I'm gonna say that you guys maybe can speak. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because it says that you can have a conversation with her, but then it's like, oh, it's a whole person, how can they talk? So I'm confused. So I'm just gonna say, somebody can talk if she wants to. She'll probably have you talk because she trusts you.
Okay.
So when you're like, no, and then she'll go over anyways, she says, "Fear not, travelers, you are my uncle's guests, and I shan't harm you. I know he brought you into this. I know he brought you into this. I only wish he could understand what I am doing, why I am on this path." And so she says it she's like, I just wish that he would understand what I'm doing and why I'm on this path.
Honestly, I think me speaking is probably the worst idea.
Yeah.
Because she just cast magic and shit. I'm just.
You're probably shitting your pants.
Yeah. Anyways.
And your heart's broken.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, so we'll say that you guys are able to speak right now. You see that she has put, you guys are frozen for the moment. But you do have your minds and your mouths if you wish to say anything to her.
Da, Alexia, no! Casting magic is a bad thing. Turn back, child. Turn back from your wicked ways. Can I still drink while I'm held?
No. You can't. You can't. I'm sorry.
Okay, then it's more like this.
We're not here to hurt you. We just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Okay. Let's see what she would say to that.
She's my new BFF.
Oh.
Hi.
Yep,
We're
okay.
friends.
She's like, I am okay, but the guilty must be punished.
Who are the guilty?
see if she would say that. There's a whole list of like responses to questions, so that's like, oh, and then this one. No, I have to jump over to this page 3. So I'm like,
But Alexia, using magic to punish people is vile and wicked. What's so funny?
The Pharaoh's going, you really think that is going to work?
So she says, let's see, she's not asked about that in particular. So tries to, and what her next steps are. No, okay. She doesn't. She says that the wicked in this city must pay the price for what they did. I'm sorry, Emmett.
Alright, just kind of a toss out to all the other players. My character's going to be focused on the fact that chick he digs the hardest is casting magic, so my whole point is going to be don't cast magic kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you guys should probably be asking why are you doing this or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's like, or...
Because I'm going to be
Or
role-playing
mine.
useless.
And what perhaps mayhap is the punishment?
What is the punishment?
Or why are they being punished?
Yeah, why? Yeah, what did they do? Did they hurt you? Did somebody hurt you?
Die. If someone hurts you, Alexia, I will hurt them, but not magic. No.
Let's see. I'm going to ensure that. Let's see. Oh, how would she put it? So she said, I'm going to take back the witch fire and what would she say? Something about her mom and the coven. Because basically this is all about making sure, like, she's setting right, like, the wrong that she's setting right the wrong that befell her mother, my mother, and her coven years ago.
Do I see any, like, magical looking amulets or symbols or anything that she's holding or wearing?
She's wearing her normal clothes. I would say that you probably will at this point recognize. I'm assuming that she's probably got a magical amulet on to help boost her a little bit, maybe, but I don't know why.
Oh, I was just gonna see if there was anything that she was wearing I could roll to a knowledge on to see if I recognized it or if I identify.
Okay.
Maybe help me direct my questions.
Okay. So she says that she's going to set right what happened to her mother and the coven when she was a child. Something like that.
Okay, which we all know was the trial, the witch trials.
Yes. So, and what you guys remember, so far, backtracking just a little bit, when you guys first came here, you were investigating a series of grave robberies that all had to do with the trial. And then the witch's tomb, where you guys were just a few days ago, also had to do with the trial as well.
And terrible magic.
And what she did, so, yeah.
So, why not ask her? She said, did we ask her what she's going to do?
No.
Yeah,
we need to ask.
I did. I asked her,
Oh, you did?
what is this, what, essentially, and what, pray tell, is this their punishment?
She is going to be, she says that she is going to punish them the way that they punished her mother, by using the witch fire to bring back the coven to life and steal their souls.
That is not good. Okay.
So, I'm rather sorry I asked. Lord.
Alright, now the next question would be, let's see, who, we know who, we know why, what's the what, what's the when, and the where.
Now, is there anything else that you guys would like to ask specifically?
Does this mean there was no boy in the woods?
She glares at you like resting bitch face glare.
It's fucking awesome. I fucking love it.
She's like, yeah, what would she say?
I'm just trying to get the story straight.
Yeah, she's
fucking awesome.
She's like, I cannot be distracted by boys and petty things. I have vengeance to plan.
And Nara's just got this look like, here we go again.
I know, right?
Was there any like feeling that maybe making her angry like weakened her hold person on
That
any of
would
us?
probably.
Yeah, no, man. She's a 10th level caster. So.
Yeah, we were all doomed to fail.
So no, John. This is your opportunity to get some information before.
When do you plan to do this terrible thing?
And this is when Inari defected and joined the witches.
I'll be your friend forever. You just let me hang out with you and not drown me with these fuckers. So
okay, so sounding off like trying to be her
is
friend.
anybody okay? So here's something that I'm gonna say. Like, there's go ahead, you go first.
Okay,
You go first.
Alexia, I know it was terrible what people did to your family. I understand completely, but vengeance is not the way you should go. It's not the best way.
She actually she considers your words. You see that her expression is a little bit sad. And like she struggles to figure out what to say next a little bit, and then she shakes her head. She says, I've already chosen my path. It's too late for me. And then she goes over to does anybody want to ask her anything specific about covens or anything else?
Yeah, I want to ask her, what is the name of the coven that she's intending to bring back?
The Corvis coven.
The Corvis coven. How many of the witches is she intending to bring back?
All of them.
Like a number.
That's like all of the witches that were in the tomb, and which was 3 or 4,
Right.
and then her mother makes 5.
Oh, wonderful. I ask her what happens when they don't agree with her and they want to do terrible things to her uncle.
She said, that won't happen when I control the witch fire. So,
I'm gonna. At this point, logically the next question would be asked: when do you intend to finish this, and how do we stop you? But my character's probably going to go on a rant about no one can control magic. It's terrible and evil and needs to be rid from the world. So yeah, somebody else should
he's
speak
going
up.
off right now.
Small
No!
eye
No!
Well, Luke
What it-
Skywalker
what it-
histrionics.
Yeah.
You know.
I
What
want to
is-
say
what is
the
the witch
obligatory. You'll never get away with this.
She says so. She is going to leave with a she's going to. I'm sorry that I can't make you understand, but I'm afraid I'm being a terrible hostess. But I will have to leave you now. I have many things to tend to and no time to entertain. If you see my uncle again, tell him I'm sorry.
But you cast
And so-
magic, you're not.
And so she she goes
Can I make a bluff roll?
for what?
I'm going to offer her the assistance of a person on the inside of the watch.
Try it, John, try it. Let's see what happens. But you gotta also say the words too. That will give you bonuses or negative to your roll.
Okay, so I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11. All right. What are you gonna tell her?
name? Nope.
Hey, lady!
Hey, you girl!
You witch lady.
Hey, witch thief! Oh, God.
Maybe she's, there's different types of witches, like the wind witch, and earth witch, and
weather
the
witch.
sand witch.
Sandwiches are my favorite.
Clearly, you are an awesome and powerful witch. Would you find it useful to have a servant in the watch?
So no. And then she leaves. So she leaves from she leaves out of the chamber, heading. Oh yeah. She leaves the way you guys came in. And as she leaves, Jay, because you're kind of like towards the back, she passes by you. She passes by Emmett, touches your shoulder. Because she knows she's definitely hurt your feelings a whole lot. And she likes you.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. She doesn't really care about these other people. Inari's cool.
I'm gonna
But-
sing "Let It Go."
Let it go. So, anyways, so she walks up, and Agan, as she walks up the stairs, you see the most amazing thing. A wall of stone forms out of nowhere. Like, she does things that you like, wow, that's so cool. She uses basically stone shape? Stone shape to create a thick stone wall. And then she's gone.
She goes as she goes past me. She does this.
Yes.
Okay.
Does she provoke an attack of opportunity?
No, because she's up the stairs.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's not that dumb. She's been keeping this stuff secret for years now, man. She's a master. Master. Okay, so you guys are staying there for a while. I don't know how long hold person
Weeping.
lasts.
She's 10th level. It's like 10 minutes per level.
Yeah. So
10 minutes in total.
yeah.
While we're locked here standing like statues, I'm going to say to the group, I knew there was no boy in the woods.
Sort of. Yes, I believe all of us except Emmett knew there was no boy in the woods.
There's no boy in the woods. It was a trick. It's all about her secretly.
I knew there was no boy in the woods. Sort of.
It was so she could secretly practice
I'm
her
a
witch.
little girl and I know how to fake them tears. Come on.
I'm sobbing over the fact there was no boy, and it was actually witchcraft, and how I would have been more happy if it was a boy in the woods instead of witchcraft.
So, well, Agan, what would you like to do while these people are arguing over boys in the woods and I'm right and you're wrong?
Well, that's going to be all the Pharaoh says. Like,
Is there anything I could like? I want to look around the room. Is there anything I could study, or is there anything else in the room that we could?
Well, right now you are frozen in one place, so you can look with whatever you can see in your peripheral vision of your eyes.
Okay.
But,
No, I won't participate in their petty arguments.
Okay. Well, time passes. The spell finally relaxes. You all are free to move again. And you realize that these dots down here to the north, these are like super narrow, super thick bars. So there's like maybe a couple inches in between each one of them. Like it was like a grate or something. So doesn't seem to be any way past that, mayhaps. The space where the curtains were, where she was, where she's should be away now. Go away! She's not there anymore. She's like hiding. That's where it looks like she slept on occasions. That's her little bedchamber. There are. Let's see if there's any.
Should I be pathetic and crawl up into the bed and weep?
Do you want to be pathetic like that?
No. I'm heartbroken and torn, but I have alcohol still, so I'm good.
Okay.
All
right.
Through the grate to the north, does it look like there's anything through there, or is it just a passageway there?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Through the grate that you described, that's at the north of the room.
Yeah.
Is there anything beyond that we can see that like we should investigate?
There are there's there's a hallway which you can see like parts of. You're getting, because each square in this at this point on is 10 feet, and so you can see almost to the end of this. You guys with low light can probably see okay to the corner, but that's about it. Let's see. All right, so you guys can make go ahead and make some perceptions to do some exploring around the room that you're in.
12.
Was that an 8? 16.
Okay.
I got a 27.
Shit.
I got 8.
Okay.
27.
All right. So I'm gonna read off what you guys are looking at here. So with all these relatively high rolls, everybody's kind of working together to see stuff. John, you're just like, why didn't she take my opportunity to have somebody in the watch? This is so wrong. I don't know why she wouldn't have trusted me after all of the questions and hounding that I did.
I mean, obviously, I'm a great detective. She could have used me. I knew that she was lying.
Yeah. And the Pharaoh's still in here we go again mode.
The boy in the woods?
Yeah. So, on the improvised desk, there's a large iron key atop a sheaf of papers and a half-spent candle. There's a quill, an ink pot, a sand shaker for writing. The papers are in Alexia's hand and have several items of interest. One page has a list of names: M. Monsanata, K. Silva, H. Gaddock, R. Sunbright, H. Hopless, S. Burkett, and C. Fullett. These are the names of the 7 jurors from the trial of the Corvis Coven.
Huh.
Each name has a neat, methodical check mark next to it. Below the jurors' names is a note that says, Executioner, ? Borlock's friend of the Lightning Eye. Borlock. Borloch. Another page has a set of notes. Witchfire - forged 300 years ago ? Drain store essence, key to restoration. Who was the executioner? A third page has the beginning of a letter to Father Dumas. Dearest uncle, I wish I could make you understand. ... Not really the dots, but that's where it ends. But the rest of the page, there's words that are scratched out, like she tried to form sentences and then it just wasn't coming. Behind the drapes, there's, like I said, there's pillows and blankets for a sleeping area. Under the pillows, however, there's a few sheets of parchment. Upon them are scrawled some mysterious, elaborate glyphs, labeled with phrases such as strength, the maker's sigil, fortitude, and mind. There's also a scroll tube here. Let's see.
What's in this scroll tube?
Okay. Go ahead and do a knowledge arcana.
19.
26.
You guys find that there are 2 scrolls in this scroll case. One is of invisibility, and the other is of lightning bolt. These are 5th level scrolls. So these are scrolls of a 5th level caster, if you guys try to use them.
Yeah.
Let's see. The only obvious exit in this room is now to the north. 10 feet down the hall, there's a heavy iron portcullis that bars the passageway.
I am going
There's
to
a-
suggest.
There is
I'm
a...
going to grab the key off the table
Okay.
and see if there's anywhere to put the key.
Okay. Upon further inspection, there's no place to put the key, in here. So, the one thing you do see, with your 20s plus is that there is a large iron wheel that looks like it should operate the portcullis.
Well, I suppose I will have McGrabbenstab. Raise the portcullis.
Alright, do a strength check.
$16?
He is unable to do it by himself.
I will aid.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a crowbar.
This is using the large iron wheel.
Does the large iron wheel have holes in it?
Yes.
Then I will put the crowbar into one of the section's wheels to make a greater leverage.
Okay.
I rolled 19 plus my 2. Crowbar gives me another 2, so that gives me a 23.
Okay, so technically the McGrabbenstab should be assisting you.
I tell him just to go away. I have this.
Well, it's a 2-man job.
Okay, then I won't get McGrabbenstab's help.
Okay. So, after a moment of bickering where you want to do things by yourself
Yes.
because you're really upset
Yep.
and you just want to be doing things by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you take the help of McGrabbenstab and are able to raise the iron portcullis up so you guys can pass through the hallway of awesomeness. So,
What is the pentagram made out of?
the red sand that she used for the other things, that's what this stuff
Okay.
is, basically. It's just practice symbols.
I'm gonna be taking the glyphs, like the pages with the glyphs and everything on it, and anything related to her research that's on the desk with me. I'll just grab all that and kind of shuffle it into my notebook.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and make a, let's see, what would be the best way to do a composure test for your character?
Will
Yeah.
versus a DC that represents my current condition.
Okay, go ahead and do
12,
a will
15,
save.
something
Yeah.
along those lines. My will is crap, but I got a 7 in total.
Okay, you are really fucked up right
I'm
now.
wrecked.
So you finish doing the, lifting the portcullis, and you just kind of,
Sit down
you sit
and
down.
start drinking.
Yep.
And start faceberging.
Farrah sort of looks back because she knows she shouldn't have said what she said, but she was running off her own bad memories, so she just sort of looks back and goes, I'm really not the right person to deal with this right now.
Okay.
I guess I'll try to console him a bit.
Okay, give it a shot.
I'll just kind of sit down next to him, put my head on him. That's all I got. I don't. Just try to be nice.
You want to re-roll your will save?
Sorry.
If you let me one.
Yeah.
A miracle has happened. 17.
You don't need Alexia. There's another young girl paying you attention. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Wow. Yeah, no. I think I want to fail that on that notion. I might be a bad person, but I'm not that
I
bad.
know, I'm just fucking. That's terrible.
Come
No.
on, 16's consenting age.
Yes, it is. But
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll say that it's she's trying to help you out, but you don't know where you can come back from. Anyone else? Let me know what you guys are doing.
I'm going to I'm just to cut in. I'm going to accept it. Part of me is character-wise has fallen back to a place from long ago where it was dark and terrible and shit was not okay. And so it seems different, but it's still just as terrible. And reflecting on it, I had a crew to lean on. And so instead of holding to that desire for love and affection of a woman who's important to me, I see I have a team with me who needs me. So I pat her on the hand, shoulder, head, boob, whatever I can reach. Anyways, I just pat her and sit there and be like, I am sorry that I had weakness. I am back again.
I'll look around since he seems like he's gotten a hold of himself, and the grate is open now, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'll say, okay, let's see what we can find down here.
I'm on a time crunch here, people.
Yeah.
And the only way for me to get back to work has been blocked off.
Yeah, you're so sensitive.
So I'll start leading to that first corner in the hallway that points to the east.
Okay.
Farrah follows him because she knows he's trouble. He has a knack for getting into trouble, and she's really not ready to deal with that whole mess back there.
Okay.
I will lag behind.
Yeah. With what's it called?
Mr. McGrabbenstab.
Mr. McGrabbenstab. Alright, so let's start moving characters. Tell me what you guys want to do. I'm getting really tired.
Jay, you're muted.
I'm following John's character.
Yeah.
Okay, John, we're waiting on you.
Sorry, I was actually going to investigate the first corner.
There we go.
Like,
Corner.
not that far, Sarah.
Oh.
It's too late.
corner.
It happened.
Yeah, well, I'm not in control of my piece, so.
Oh, right. I forgot. You guys are here now. This is the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll stealthily look around the corner, not just jump right in front of the hallway.
Yeah, why not? There's not gonna be any kind of rust monsters or anything.
Yeah, right. Okay, apparently I'm moving down the hallway.
Cool, do it.
Apparently I'm continuing to move down the hallway.
Excellent, keep going, do it. Oh man, you came right back to the backside of a secret door.
Apparently I walked through the secret door. Okay, Sarah.
Oh, what?
I think that Inari wants to lead the way.
Yay! Okay. Oh. Oh my. Okay.
I'm not moving my piece anymore. You just need to move it since you want the mouse the
No,
most.
I was just trying to do the thing where I moved stuff, where I was doing the revealing, that's all. Boom! These are walls. This is a wall. This is also a wall. This is a no-go space. There's nothing here of interest.
I see a brown arrow.
It's red arrow.
Damn it.
It's totally brown.
Alright, so you get to this corner. You see that there's another hallway ahead that looks like that might split off into more hallway. Then there's the left and the right, where they turn the corners downwards.
I'm gonna pull a coin out of my pocket and flip it.
Okay. You have a 3-sided coin?
Oh, well, no, I was just choosing left or right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suggest that going the left will probably take us back to where we came from.
Good, because that's the direction I flipped my coin to.
Okay. So you're going
Is
left?
that where we want to go? We don't want to explore any further?
I don't know.
Left.
Let's explore one direction at a one time, as a group.
It's the sewer. It's
It
full
would
of
be good to have an
No, what-
escape route.
We don't have one of those anymore.
I know.
Magic
That's
blocked off our escape route.
why-
Alright.
That is why I was suggesting left.
Alright, you're left. John, you come up to a door.
Door, huh?
Yes. A heavy iron door is here, streaked with rust and grime. Marks on the dusty floor indicate it has been opened recently.
Does it have a lock?
Hmm. It does have a lock.
I'm gonna try the door to see if it is locked.
It is locked. Make a perception check, John.
Does it have a keyhole?
It does have a keyhole, Jay.
I'm gonna put the key in it.
Okay, make a perception check. Jay?
I got a 12.
18?
Okay. You put the key in the lock,
I'll turn the key.
and you turn the key, and it unlocks it.
Did anyone check this for traps? Oh well, fuck it. I'll open the door.
Oh, yes.
No, that's what happens when you start shoving your keys in random places.
All right, you open the
Correct.
door. It swings silently on well-oiled hinges.
I'll move into the door.
And you see two monster things. What are they? Oh,
They're
God.
adorable.
Let's see. I got to double check because I don't remember what they're supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Okay. These are risen corpses, shuffling and shambling around. They heard the noise and they look towards you, Jay. And then they start moving this way towards you. Initiative
Hurry,
time.
close the door.
Quick, close.
Is this it?
I don't know, what is that?
Grave
I
resin.
know, but
Can I pull a gun back and pull the door closed?
if you get an initiative higher than they can move.
I, with my usual wonderful initiative rolling skills, have a 3.
8.
I got a 24.
Undead magic creature, challenge rating 4. Shit ton of hit points, claws, animate dead once a day.
Oh shit, I think that's a little too much. But let me just get an idea on the initiative bonus. 6. Oh, what did you say yours was, John?
24.
Okay. So 24. Can you guys key in your initiatives? I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, we can. I do.
Okay. Cool. You got lucky, John. She's not here. Nefera, was yours actually 3?
I rolled a 2. My initiative is 1. It is a 1 modifier.
25.
Alright. So now we do this? No? Oops. That's descending. There we go. Okay. Alright. Jay, you spend the time, you're like, yeah, I found a key. Where it goes. This is awesome. You push the door forward. I said, does it open in or out? Does it just specify? Actually, we're gonna say that it opens towards you.
Why do we keep things from escaping?
Yeah, so we're gonna say that this opens towards you. So you pull the door open, and it doesn't make a sound. The door doesn't make a sound, but you hear something inside, and when you open it, you see these 2 risen corpses that are slowly shambling towards you right now. Now that they've heard the noise out there. And so, Emmett, you go first with a 25. What would you like to do?
I should be with the robot right now.
Okay. You are with the robot right now.
Do I hear anyone panicking?
No, not yet. This was a... Because neither of them were able to do high enough on their perception to hear the things on the other side of the door.
Then just skip me because I have no way of knowing that there's danger.
Alright, Yashirim.
I slam the door shut.
Okay, you slam the door shut. Do you do anything else?
I would also like to lock it.
Yeah? Can you do both of those things? Probably.
Setting the door would be like a move action. Locking it would be like a standard action.
So
He's got the key.
I'll allow it. The key's still in the lock, so...
Okay.
Alright, so you go
Crisis averted.
Crisis averted. So you go back, you rush in front of Agon, who's just like, what the hell? I should have heard these guys. Slam the door shut, turn the key, pull the key out, and hand it back to Agon.
Yeah. That room's explored.
Okay. Alright. Jay, what are you doing? Are you playing WoW right now?
No, I'm just typing.
Tap.
Why, are you... We closed the door, right?
Yes, we closed the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure you're with us.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, what do you guys want to do now? Crisis averted.
Continue walking with the falling.
As you guys are like walking away, you hear the moanings and the pounding on the door. It's made of iron. They're not gonna break it.
What was that, guys?
Corpses.
Trouble.
Animated corpses.
Oh.
Corvis and dead.
The fair is just gonna say trouble. And
Yeah, so. Yeah, okay.
So I think that we should have gone right instead of left.
Okay.
So are we just gonna leave them in there?
Unless you want to invite them to lunch.
The Walking Dead eat flesh and brains. That's no bad idea.
Maybe we should put them down.
I swing my torch around. That's what we can do.
Say what?
We could do this, yeah.
Alright. Would you guys... so 2 people are for going back and ending the zombies?
We can just send McStab and Grab in there and close the door behind him. I'll just be like, get him, Grab and Stab!
I'm okay with that.
Just wait until he comes out.
I'm not one to want to actually play with the undead, so, leaving it does sound like a pretty decent idea, but at the same time, I'm kind of torn by the whole magic thing, so, yeah.
So you have an understanding that Alexia did that.
Yeah.
She did that.
She probably should be killed.
So, alright, so you guys go back to...
I'm gonna let someone else open the door though.
I'll open the door.
I'll put McGrab and Stab in front of the door, and then we can open it, and then he can just kind of like do this.
Okay.
Ditto. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be by him. When the door opens up, I'm going to take advantage and poke them with something.
And I'll be ready to shoot from the corner.
Yeah.
Man, it must be nice to be rich and have all them damn bullets.
Farrah's got her bow ready, and she's also prepared to drop minute meteors on things.
Okay, well, it's going to be the zombies' turn. As soon as the door opens, they push super hard against the door to get it to open more and faster. Oh. Oh. Huh? Let's see. No, I don't think she would do that. Okay. Alright. So McGrab and Stab is there. These 2 guys are right here. They push the door open and will attack at McGrab and Stab. They use with an 8 and a 2. That one was a fail, so it didn't hit you.
Deflection!
Oh, actually, it would be 5. The 7 would be a 12. Sorry. No? No change? Okay, just making sure. So we're gonna use their slam. Okay, then it is Inari's turn. So that's McGrab and Stab.
Stab at him!
Alright. Which one?
The left one.
Okay.
$17.
Yes, that'll hit.
Yep.
Which hand are you hitting him with? The grabby hand or the stabby hand?
The stabby hand.
Okay.
$7 points of damage.
-5 for their defense.
Oh,
Damage reduction.
ah, damn.
She used the stabby hand.
Maybe you should have used the grabby hand? I don't know.
Alright.
They both do D4s, so.
Maybe
Yeah.
the non-shitty hand?
Okay. So, there's that one. And now a gun! What would you like to do, sir?
I am going to throw some rocks at it.
Yeah, throw some rocks at it.
Would a 12 12 hit it?
Oh yes, a 12 will hit.
Wow, okay. I will do D6.
A D6
Yep.
plus 2. What?
7 damage.
Shit. Okay, so check this out, Sarah. The one that you like stabbed through with your stabby hand, and you took out like a chunk of its like whole flesh, and then but it didn't seem to like do anything. This guy throws a pebble at his at the thing and like hits it right like above its eyeball, crushes its eye socket, and it's completely down. It collapses.
Excellent. I will use the punchy hand
Next is
time.
Nefera. You are in the back. It would be kind of awkward to if you are trying to make your way.
Well, yes, I was just looking up my minute meteors.
Ooh, you're gonna do a meteor shower right now off of one for one zombie.
It's a column. A 5-foot column. It's my my sorcerer power.
Okay. I was making sure that you're not wasting your spell on a tiny zombie friend.
Nope.
It's zombie friend. Oh no.
It's a 7. I have it 7 times a day, and
Cool.
it's a fairly minor power.
All right. Try it out.
So
Do you have to roll to hit, or do they have to do a reflex?
I'm going to. That's what I'm looking up.
Okay.
I have a question. So I have it written down. I've got magic stone is what I used. And it says 3 pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean all 3 at one time, or are those 3 different turns?
3 different turns.
Okay.
Unless somehow you can throw more than 1 pebble in a turn.
Yeah, like if you had,
Like a pebble shooter. Like you're like,
Well, it's not out of my hand. I'm picking it up. It's all magic.
you pick up
Yeah.
3 pebbles off the ground, you enchant them, and start hurtling them.
Yeah.
I thought it was more like I was like using the force to pick them up and fling them.
I mean,
You
you
can.
could do it that way too, but you have 3, and because and you can only use them 1 at a time, or if you are 6th level, then you can do 2 because you can do 2 attacks in a
Okay.
round. You know that
That
kind of
makes
thing.
sense. Okay.
You find it, Robin?
I'm getting there.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so you technically have 2 more pebbles to Jedi mind trick over to that guy's head. Poor zombie.
Won't even get a chance to bite anybody.
No.
Darn.
Not with their crappy rolls. I got a 1. That means I'm number 1, right? No.
Sorry, my internet is working really slow right now.
That's okay. Are you trying to use the Pathfinder, the
Yeah.
SRD thing? No, it's their site. It's not you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
They're, like I said, they're reallocating their
Yeah.
resources.
What's the spell called? I'll see if I can pull it up.
it's not a spell. It's a bloodline power.
Okay. And what's it called?
Minute meteors. It's from the
Can I interject? She said it's a
Star
column,
Soul.
so it's an AoE. Odds are it requires a reflex save.
Okay.
There we go. Go up. Right there.
Yeah. Level 30.
And it
First
does.
little tiny meteors.
It's not the tiny meteors. It's
What's this? Minute meteors or
I
to fall in a 5-foot column.
I found it.
Yeah, reflex.
Yes.
They don't make it. So what's the damage?
1d4 fire damage plus it's 1 per 2 sorcerer levels, so I am.
You guys 3rd level yet?
No.
Alright, so just 1.
Yeah, so it does 4 points of damage.
Okay. So we've got 4 points of damage on the poor little zombie. Now, it is back to the top. Emmett! Now you know what's going on. Are you still back there? Do you want to crowd the
Oh,
hallway?
I thought I opened the door.
Oh yeah, you did open the door. You were up here. And this guy's here. You're kind of pushed back a little bit because the door is swung back, so you can side there, so you're like there.
I use my spike chain.
Okay.
Seeing that the stone worked the best, I'll use the blunt end, the weighted blunt end,
Okay.
and shoot it past the golem. Not the golem, the construct.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
8.
Oh, yeah, you crush its face too. These poor guys. So the second one crumples to the ground, twitches slightly, and then stops moving. These guys were not the other kind of risen that you fought before. Looks like.
Yeah, these guys were weak saws. The other risen kicked her ass, took her names, and said we'll be back next month.
Those other risen were like the real Cervix ones. These ones are just, practice from some necromancer girl. It's fine. Alright, what would you guys like to do?
Well,
I think it's time to go the other direction.
yes, to go right instead of left.
Go the right way instead of the wrong one that we tried already.
I'm gonna peek into the room and see if there's anything. While they're moving on, I'll
Okay, go ahead and do a perception.
21.
Okay, you walk into the room. You don't really see a whole lot of interest in the room itself. However, when you walk by the corpses, you see there are strange tattoo-like markings on the flesh of these two. Do you call back anybody to come check it out?
Yeah, I want John's character to see them.
Alright, I'll come and check the corpses.
I guess I will lead the
What kind
charge.
of cop are you not investigating things?
Well, I mean, I'm investigating I'm on a time budget. Like, I gotta get back to work. I gotta tell my boss what's going on. Like, I got a lot of
You're
explaining
really
to
gonna
do.
tell him about like all this shit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like, hey, Cromwell, let's get the entire force on this. Some girl.
So you're gonna do a shitty job and miss clues because you're in a hurry.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Damn.
Shit,
Alright.
man.
Let's investigate.
Me and my iron friend Gollum.
Okay. So, John, you are looking at these. It looks like these are glyphs, like these are tattoos of some kind, but they'd look weird, like somebody marked them on the body after they were dead.
Man, maybe I should take a look at the corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you
Sure.
should.
Excuse me.
I'm just.
Oh shit! If I'm being left behind, me and Ironhide are gonna stay here at the intersection.
Okay. Alright, so, you're like, man, go ahead, John.
Can I make a knowledge arcana?
Yes.
I got a 25 on
Okay.
my knowledge arc.
Did you show
I got-
anyone else the glyphs that you found, Sarah?
And I got a 9.
I would have shown Robin's character.
Okay, well, Robin's character don't know shit.
I got
Right
six-
now.
oh,
You what?
I got
I said right
16.
now.
Sorry, John. 16?
16.
Okay. Yeah, these look.
Evil.
Yeah. These look
Wicked,
like
vile.
magic marks on their flesh.
Magic marker.
Yeah, magic marks on the flesh. So let's see. What is the, Go ahead and do, Sarah, what did you say you got?
A 26.
A 26? John, you're looking at this like, man, this looks so weird. Why are these like this? Why would they have been done after they were dead? This is so messed up. Sarah, these are like are very similar glyphs from what you collected on the thing. So I want to say they're the exact same, but they're similar. Go ahead and do a spellcraft.
Ten. Because I rolled a 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Are you gonna keep this knowledge to yourself, or are you gonna start sharing with people?
I'm going to share and then also whip out my notebook and start jotting down.
Okay.
Good,
John-
because I got one of them off. So,
Gross.
yeah.
You what?
Well, she started sketching the symbol, and I was like, because I was just gonna cut the skin off.
Oh god.
Yeah, because that's okay to do.
Sounds natural to me.
John, do you have a spellcraft?
Is it trained only?
Are you a mage?
Well, do I have to have a rank in it to use it?
I
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
asking.
You do an intelligence check.
Okay.
And yeah, spellcraft is trained only.
Seven.
7? Alright, yeah. You guys aren't figuring this shit out. Robin, I'll give you a shot. An intelligence check or a spellcraft.
I got spellcraft, so I roll a
4.
21.
21? Okay. So you have these two putting stuff over. You're kind of sitting on the side, just kind of looking over the shoulders of the thing, and you see that she's showing Yashiram the papers, the glyphs on them, and she's like, "This means something. This is the same one as before." And you think that it's quite possible that this girl has figured out a new way to raise the dead. A way that is very unusual based on what your understanding of how necromancy is supposed to work. Not that you know everything, but this looks like a way that is definitely unique in your experience so far.
Reach over, touches, looks at with both her magic, and it's like, this is. I know of no way that this should work, but it does.
Jay, as they're going over papers and just kind of like trying to be like, man, this is so weird. Hey, I don't think this is supposed to work this way, but I think it works this way. You spot that there's a nice looking silver ring with a garnet on it on one of these people's fingers.
I will touch the ring. Like, is it easy to move on and off?
Yes.
I'll take it off and show everyone. I'm not robbing the grave. I just want.
Okay.
This is part of my investigation.
Okay. You, what, John?
Oh, I was gonna ask if anybody's detect magic was picking anything up off the ring.
I can detect
Alright.
magic.
No, there's no detect magic on the ring. There's faint magical auras on the tattoos. Like, of expend magic, basically. That kind of residual.
I'll let them know that the tattoos have a magic aura on them.
Oh.
Excellent.
And Ferris sort of looks like, well, duh.
So, the ring itself, Jay, your character would not recognize it as anything special. And neither would you, Nefera, but, Yashiram, you would probably remember, and Ari maybe not remember, but it actually is a ring that belongs to the Silva family. So that Silva is one of the people that was the jurors. This was their corpse. So just
Can I search the other one for any identifying objects?
There's no. Let's see. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know who they are, honestly, but it has their information. It's Monsanata and Silva are the two people here. So, yeah. They'll say there's a name tag on one of them that says Monsanata.
It's like,
Well,
Monogrammed onto the
Yes,
vestment.
it's a monogrammed vestment. It's a monogrammed burial vestment.
Inside color for sure.
I mean, it depends on how old the bodies, like how long ago.
Oh, they
were
like
actually
several
buried.
years ago. Yeah, so,
I mean, if you were in the town, you would probably know
yeah.
about them and who they were.
Yeah, so you guys might not be able to recognize the other body, but the ring you do remember the Silva person talking about, that they were buried with them. And that somebody's probably trying to rob their family jewels or some shenanigans. I can't remember.
I'll reach out and say, can I have that as evidence, please?
No, I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can have it.
Okay. So, we will call game here as you guys are looting the corpses, realizing that there's some really crazy spellcraft going on. Like, this girl is not even an adult, and she's a super powerful caster, and she's creating a new way of magicking stuff. So it's pretty intense. I don't know how much of this you guys want to share with this poor bastard back here, but probably not a lot.
none of it.
Probably not a lot.
Really.
And we will pick up see if we can get Yashirim out of the dungeon before he has to go to work.
If not, I think that this might get me off the hook.
Yeah. Hey, boss, I found an underground lair filled with undead, rich people who were dug up by a crazy psychotic magic user. I need a promotion because I don't get paid enough for this shit.
And I did
You
this
need to
during
be captain.
I know, right? Well, not a captain, because that's Captain Hellstrom's job.
Yeah. Another asshole, he fills that slot.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're gonna stop the recording. Awesome. And,
Sorry, I'm yawning
pick
a
up.
bunch of
That's
that.
okay.